All right, are we cleared upstairs?
No, we have a couple more, looks like, right now.
Let's go ahead and take them. Go ahead.
Yes, for Jeff Burton, Kenny Bruce from NASCAR scene. Jeff, you've had obviously very good runs this year. Are you surprised that you guys have run as well as you have? And is there any one thing that you guys are doing better now than you were at the end of last year?
Well, I don't know. I mean, every team works hard to be better. We have worked hard. Richard Childress Racing has looked at all the departments trying to be better. I don't think we're running as well right now as we did this point last year. Last year we were really fast, led more laps. Then we kind of fell off. We got where we weren't as competitive toward the end of the year, but we've been the way my assessment is, we've run anywhere from 3rd to 10th. That's been kind of it. We haven't really been the best car anywhere, but we've been in the top 10 everywhere. So we've got to be better. We know that everybody's gonna step it up. If we continue to run the way we're running, come July, that'll be running 20th. So we've got to find a way to be better. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we're continuing to work, and but we have a lot of room to grow. I mean, we haven't had, knock on wood, we hadn't had a catastrophic day that a lot of people have had, and certainly that's that has a lot to do with where we are in the points. But we've got to find a little more speed. Again, I don't think we're quite as good at this point this year as compared to last year, but this is the best we've run here in a long time, so I'm glad of that.
Stay upstairs. Another question?
Yes, sir. I'm Drew Erie with the Martinsville Bulletin. I have a question for both of you guys. What challenges did the cold weather today, and the wet, of course, have as far as keeping your cars set up to run as fast as you did compared to the other guys when you set them up originally for 75-degree weather to qualify?
Well, we all knew that it was going. I mean, you watch the weather, and we all knew it was going to be pretty cool today, and it was like Jeff said. I mean, it was slick at the end. I mean, there wasn't much grip, and certainly it was raining harder than I realized it was raining. So I don't know. I thought the speed of the cars didn't fall off as much today as they did here last year on runs. More people could run well. I mean, I don't know how many cars we had in the lead lap, but it had to be a bunch. And I don't know. I did. When it's cool for everybody. And when it's hot for everybody. So I don't think it has as big of an impact as people think it does.
Any other questions upstairs before we come back down here?
Does look like it.
Okay, let's come back downstairs here. Got a question. Where's the mic? Go ahead. I think Reagan had one here. Right here.
Martinsville's a physical track, and Sadler made the 500 laps with a really sore back, and he can't even squat. Can you tell me how you guys feel now, and what do you think about Sadler going through all 500 laps?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Jeff said. I think if he was going to be able to get through any Martinsville races, probably today, because it was really cool. Which makes the temperatures really good for us. But still, you got to give a guy a lot of credit. I mean, pushing on that brake pedal, 1,000 times out there like that is not easy, no matter what the conditions are like. And I know I've had some back issues, in the past, not quite that bad, but here in the road courses are places you don't want to go to with a sore back. That's why us old guys stretch. He's got it. He's starting to get up there too. He needs to remember he's starting to get up there a little bit too. He needs to start stretching a little bit more.
I want to hear the story how you hurt his back. I bet it's pretty good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's y'all's job. Go get it.
Now that one's hard to follow up. For either of you guys, the top 12 cars today were Gibbs, Hendrick, RCR, Roush, all 12. I know it's only 6 races into the season, but is it, can we expect that you 4 teams have really broken away from the rest of the field and are going to stay there this year? Do you see anybody else with the potential to move up?
Jeff wants me to. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just saying, weren't those the same teams that were the teams that beat last year, and the teams pretty much every weekend that are up there? Sometimes there's some surprises. Sometimes there's, I mean, I guess we all would think that maybe, Penske would also break in there, which they have, early on. But, those are the teams to beat right now in this sport. I mean, they just truly are, and they're all, no matter what the circumstances, they're going to be tough. They got good drivers, good crew chiefs, great resources, and they're putting great cars and teams out there. So, I think that it's just something that you're going to see a lot of, and those are the ones you're probably going to see battle it out each and every weekend and for the championship.
Other question right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, for both of you. Denny was feeling really jinxed a few weeks ago, feeling things just weren't going his way. What's it like when you finally get a win and kind of get that behind you?
Oh, he'll get that feeling back. You just hang around long enough, it's going to come back.
That sounds like a guilty conscience to me.
Hey, man, I know how it works. That's how this sport is. You got to, when things are good, you enjoy them, and you don't take it for granted. And when things are bad, you have to understand that you can't flip out about it. You just have to focus on how to be better and learn from mistakes or whatever. But when you run well continually, you're going to get your wins and you're going to get your top fives, and if you run well continually, and that's what they've done. I mean, every one of those cars and every race has run well, and they'll continue to do that. So it's just you just got to look at what the next race is, not the last one.
Us old guys, we can talk about once you've been in the sport long enough, it all goes up and down, and you just kind of realize how to get through those peaks and valleys and just try to stay consistent. So he probably just being a little hard on himself.
The only difference is you have about 60 more ups than I do.
That's a big difference.
We'll go upstairs. I believe we have another question.
David Poolshar, observer for Mr. Burton. Going into turn 2 there, 55, 60 laps to go, it's like you kind of lost the nose and lost some ground to Denny, and that was, it gave him some breathing room. Did anything happen there? Did you just overdrive the corner, or what happened?
We were talking. I didn't hear you, David. I'm sorry.
I don't know who he's talking to.
David Poole was talking to Jeff Burton. He said,
I'll ask it again because, Burton's a Deke fan. He has a short attention span. Going into turn 2 there with like 55 laps to go, the nose of your car, you slid and you lost some ground, and Denny got away from you a little bit. What happened there? Or was it just one of those driver errors?
I don't mess up. You know that. Hell, I don't remember. Honestly, I know what you're talking about. I was in turn 3, and I believe I don't remember what happened, but I'm sure it was my fault if I was driving it, and I got in too deep, I'm sure, but just trying to make ground up.
anything else upstairs in the press box? Any other questions?
No, we're all clear.
How about down here? Anybody else?
Of course, wait a minute, hold on 1 second. I just realized if I was really a Carolina fan, I'd have blamed it on the refs. That's what.
Blamed it on NASCAR, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I could have blamed it on NASCAR, because it couldn't be my fault.
That's right. Okay. All right. We have one more here.
That's Jeff. You've been around Junior this year, and he's been so close to getting in victory lane, and today he had a really good car, too, as you did. Have you sensed any frustration that he's not getting there yet?
No, I've only sensed excitement. I mean, he might be frustrated. I'm flying home with him, so we'll talk about it. We had a great race out there. I know I had a lot of fun racing with him out there, but and I really thought he had the car to beat today because he was strong. He could pass me, get out in front of me, and look like he lost a lot of drive off there towards the end of the race and was struggling with that. But I don't sense any frustration. Maybe today because he had that good of a car, but. I mean, he's pumped and excited and just, happy to be running good and being competitive. And, it's like the rest of us. You just know that you got to work hard. It doesn't matter. If you win the race this weekend, you just got to keep working, as hard as you can as a group, as a team to keep it going. Or you got to work hard to get better, and it's just a constant thing that you think about.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Good job today. Have a good week.